nearly 1 in 5 Americans would deny Muslim Americans the right to vote. Americans believe that many Muslims in the U.S. are not American enough, according to a new study. Americans also see little difference between Muslims from other countries and Muslim Americans, suggesting that Americanness alone does not lead to more positive views, the study found. Further, nearly 20% of Americans would deny Muslims who are U.S. citizens the right to vote, and many would support a temporary ban on Muslims entering the country, according to the report by the Democracy Fund Voter Study Group. Perceptions split dramatically down party lines, with Democrats believing that more than 2/3 of Muslims wanted to fit in, while Republicans believed only 36% did. Overall, respondents believed only 51% of Muslim Americans respect American ideals and laws, and only 56% want to fit in. While the survey found major partisan lines in how people responded, Republicans and Democrats agreed on 3 perceptions: Muslims tend to be religious, have outdated views of women and outdated views of gay people. Muslims were ranked the lowest of any demographic group, just ahead of feminists, with a score of 48, on a favorability scale in which respondents rated various demographic groups on a scale of 0 to 100. The perceptions among non-Muslims were inconsistent with how Muslims view themselves, with a large portion saying they consider themselves patriotic. While these are disturbing perceptions, the survey itself shows that they are not a reflection of reality, in that American Muslims are well-integrated, patriotic and productive citizens, but are instead a product of misinformation and the active promotion of Islamophobia in our society, said Ibrahim Hooper, a spokesman for the Council on American-Islamic Relations. Hooper put the blame squarely on Donald Trump for the overwhelmingly negative perception of Muslims. The president has been criticized by politicians on both sides of the aisle for his positions on Muslims, including his false statement that he saw thousands of Muslims in New Jersey cheering over the September 11 terrorist attack. During the 2016 Republican presidential primary race, Republican Governor Jeb Bush said, "You talk about closing mosques, you talk about registering people, that's just wrong." But reactions like those haven't deterred the president from imposing policies that restrict people from many majority Muslim countries from entering the U.S. The number of Muslims living in the United States is projected to double as a share of the U.S. population by 2050, according to the Pew Research Center.